While the final results aren't in yet for the 2020 election, there is no question the future of health care impacted the way people voted. Liacko is with one family, how the results will affect their medical costs.
A little over 3 years ago, I walked into a doctor's office with a nagging cough and walked out with a stage 4 cancer diagnosis, and everything changed for me all at once.
Between chemo,
I lost all my hair,
radiation,
some days I wouldn't be able to get out of bed,
surgeries, and 2 hospitalizations.
It was 6 months of misery.
The bills piled up.
I think it was near $1 million.
She says thankfully her insurance through the Affordable Care Act saved her in more ways than one.
I've been self-employed off and on for over a decade. I used to have junk insurance, and if I still had that insurance today, I would be bankrupt or dead.
But she's worried this level of insurance coverage won't last.
The day after my first chemotherapy was when Republicans in the House voted to dismantle the Affordable Care Act, which was keeping me alive.
As talks of repealing the ACA gained ground, Laura moved hundreds of miles away from family to live in Colorado.
Because Colorado has pretty good state-level protections, but nobody should have to live like this. Nobody should have to be a healthcare refugee in their own country just to get care.
Laura is now terrified the federal healthcare laws she sees as helpful could be changed or removed with the presidential election and new Supreme Court justice.
My life is in the balance, but millions of Americans are in the balance too.
Laura is worried those with pre-existing conditions will not get the care they need at a price they can afford, but she's also worried the individual mandate for health insurance will be taken away. With fewer healthy people paying into the healthcare system, the system cannot help cover costs for people who are sick.
When you take away that piece, my fear is that the rest of the Affordable Care Act will crumble because we won't be able to sort of sustain or afford it in its totality.
Michelle Liacko is the president of the Colorado Health Institute. Her organization has been looking at the future of American healthcare, a future she says is unclear.
At issue, I think, and we see this play out over and over again, is your belief in whether or not healthcare is a right.
Liacko hopes whatever plan the nation moves forward with will make sure the families living paycheck to paycheck won't be forgotten.
I don't even know how many people will die if they succeed in destroying the Affordable Care Act.
Struggle is something all Americans have endured this year. This cancer survivor is just hoping the election will bring a confirmation that her health is valued.
In a pandemic, it's more clear than ever that we're all in this together, and we need candidates and elected officials that work for the greater good.
And for a better future, Laura hopes she will live to see. I'm Liacko.